Are we running? Yep. Guess what? Anyone who watches this, everyone who watches this, I got a new Bible. I haven't had that for so long. It's silver, King James Version. Pray the Scriptures Bible. Why can't I get that? Bethany House. Imitation leather, black Duravella. Stitching, aesthetic. Paper paste down. That's got it for $10. I'll tell you right up front. The height, I'm trying to be exact here, is 8 and 11/16 by 5 1/4 wide, about 1.5 inches thick. I should have measured it, but I didn't. You get the epistle dedicatory. Oh, here, in case someone's actually interested. Hey, there is a focus. This is kind of cool. For $10, I don't mind. Oh. Silver, not as common. For a $10 Bible, it's okay. One low-end ribbon. Crinkled when you get it, but wonderful. So, silver. The Duravella is fine. It's imitation. See if I need to be steady here. There we go. So, interesting though. Single column, verse by verse. Nothing wrong with it, but this does not have references and this does not have notes or commentary. It has prayers. These are subject or scripture related, the subject. Sometimes you have 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I've seen it with just one. And if you go into the Psalms, it's loaded with prayers. Makes sense, right? But I'll page through it. It's red letter, and I think it goes through Revelation. I haven't looked at every single thing yet, but do you see this? That little 8. It's verse 8, chapter 12, 1 Kings. It just where I opened up. It's blue. They're blue when you have a prayer. So when you're going along, it gives you like chapter 12, verse 8 through 15. That prayer is related to that section of Scripture. You have these wide margins, single column, verse by verse, as I said. So that's kind of a cool layout. I wish the print was bigger. The phone does it justice. I thought it was advertised as 8. I can't imagine. It's a 0 bold if it's an 8. I mean, you can see the self-pronouncing, even Jesus. I mean, it's just some self-pronouncing. Self-pronouncing. I said it right. But there you go. I should read it through the phone. But you got to just read it under some good light. But I thought that was cool. What a theme. You got wide margins if you really want to do notes or stick with the theme of your own prayers. I had to get it for $10. It reminds you about worship and prayer as you're reading. So you're not always thinking, I got to look up a word or look in a different translation. There you go. You got it right there. It's different. Maybe someone else has done this, but you got your introduction. Oh, they do have, no, I can't remember now. Let's hope we find one. See here, not too many prayers. Again, there's a blue, and it'll give you a prayer related to the Scripture. It doesn't have to be blue over here. I mean, it tells you so you can find it. Yeah, so here we are in Psalms. It's pretty like this, like a lot through Psalms. It's just loaded with prayers. Red letter. It's $10 Bible red letter. That's what it is. And you can see that blue on verse 12. I'm just annoying you with this. I'm sorry, there's verse 12. See, it's blue. And you got your prayer. That's where it starts anyway. I mean, this happens to be an area with okay red letter because the phone's kind of making it more clear and big, but it's like the red letter even seems less bold. I don't know what it is. It just, but let me reword that. It's not so bad. It's just that it's a smaller font. Under the right light, this is actually pretty good, surprisingly good. It is advertised as stitched. I don't know what that looks like, but there's no fancy head tailband here. But anyway. So that's what you get all the way through. There is some other things. As I'm filming this, I'm under the right light. I'm actually more and more, pleased. But this is the other thing I was mentioning. Not so easy to read. It's authentic prayer. They put that in there. So there is these little sections of authentic prayer, unity, and here. There we go. I don't know if you can read that, but it gives you some references there. But outside of that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you see some ghosting. It's a little worse on the phone, but not by much. But, I don't know. It lines up pretty good on the scripture, so it's not bad. You get intros, you get red letter, you got prayers on the side. And much of it, except Psalms and, maybe even Proverbs, it leaves you some wide margin to do as you please. Yeah, I'm questioning the quality of this, but I'll try to do better. Proverbs is pretty full, too. So, but again, that's what it is. I thought it was for $10. I'm happy I got it. You can make your notes and prayers. Got your wide margin. Got your verse by verse. I'm kind of a verse by verse person. Get your like the subject, like it has that kind of stuff. See, they even do that little. That's how they do Jesus. So, if I was good at reading aloud, I'd give you a couple, but I'm not. So, I don't know. Again, one more time, $10, Christian book. And you can read it under the right light. If you need glasses, wear them. I do. You get a little graphic up here. I mean, it's the same on everyone, I think, but how unique I thought maybe this has been done before, but in the back. Let me look up the back for you. Okay. The end of Revelation, and you don't get much in back. Topical prayer guide. This is their prayers, the ones on the side. You got the blue, and you can look it up by subject, and you can go find them all. So you don't just have to go through. Go, hey, where is it? You can look it up by subject. Pretty interesting. There it is. Topical guide. There's one other thing, and there's no maps, and it ends. I'll show you what the other thing is. So here we are. After the topical prayer index, you get prayers in Scripture. This page, and the contributors. That's it. And then we're at the back. I looked a couple of these up. It's the prayers in the Scripture, not theirs. So it's kind of a different way to look at all the prayers, at least what they feel are someone praying. So written in here, not the ones on the side. So it's very. There's not a lot in here, but it's very prayer based. And again, I couldn't help myself, not for the price. It's rough. There's no smoothness here. I mean, it's soft, but it's rough. But this isn't one you get to feel. It's you just open it and start writing your prayers in it. Thank you. I think I'm going to run out of time or power, but thanks.